The narrative of rivalry sees no end. Just when we thought the storms had calmed in the East, the WNBA announced its schedule for the 2025 season. No surprise, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese will face off on their opening night. All of their matchups became quite a hype last season, with one registering a record-breaking 2.3 million views across all networks, the highest in the last 23 years. After this remarkable milestone, the build-up to the 2025 season can be seen clearly. However, Rachel DeMita disagrees with the idea of the rivalry surviving for too long. On her namesake podcast, Rachel DeMita states, "The WNBA saw what happened last season, and there is still this what I like to think is a manufactured rivalry, because I don't personally think this Angel Reese-Caitlin Clark rivalry is going to last much longer. I don't think it's great for either one of them, and I think that we saw last season in this Rookie of the Year race that Caitlin pulled away quickly from Angel Reese when it came to skill on the court." After the conclusion of the Olympics break, Caitlin Clark stood out with a spectacular performance, averaging 23 points and 8.8 assists over the remaining 14 games. She even led the league in assists and set a rookie record for the most three-pointers in a single season, with 86. Not to mention, among the plethora of records she created and broke, she is also the only rookie with a triple-double, and she has 2 of them. Meanwhile, Angel Reese suffered a wrist injury that ruled her out for the final stretch of her rookie season, dropping Sky out of the postseason contention. Even the Sky number 5 delivered spectacular performances throughout the season, leading the league in rebounding while averaging 13.6 points and 1.3 steals per game. Not to mention, her consecutive double-double streak that even led Candace Parker behind. However, it wasn't enough, as she fell just short of matching the Iowa sensation. But that is not saying that Angel Reese isn't a star in herself. She had a great rookie season and she is still a massive celebrity in the WNBA, but I just feel like this rivalry is going to fade out quickly. I think there are better rivalries for the Fever, but they do have these two going up against each other night one, DeMita concluded on her podcast. There's no doubt that apart from basketball too, when it comes to stardom, Angel is in a league of her own. She has solidified herself as a massive celebrity by attending high-profile events like the Met Gala and sharing a moment with Rihanna at the Footwear News Achievement Awards, FNAA, where she received the Style Influencer of the Year honor. Not to mention, her ever-growing influence on young girls only makes Reese's name more popular. DeMita also believes that Indiana can have better rivalries. On this thought, the one name that comes to mind is the Connecticut Sun, who packed the bags for the young Fever team in the very first round of the playoffs. Other rivalries that just might arise for Indy are with the Seattle Storm and the pre-existing tensions and the Phoenix Mercury, who Indiana swept 3-0 in the regular season. And just like DeMita, both the lottery picks of the 2024 WNBA draft also agree that they have nothing but love and respect between them. The young basketball players first sparked nationwide interest in 2023 when the forwards' trash talk went viral during the NCAA championship game between Reese's LSU Tigers and Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes. The two began competing against each other way back in high school and have since emerged as two of women's basketball's biggest stars, both in college and now in the WNBA. Clark edged out Reese to win the WNBA Roddy Award this past season and also in the 2024 Elite 8 round during the March Madness, but Reese's LSU defeated Clark's Iowa last year to grab the dazzling ring and the hardware. Hence, if the rivalry is present, it definitely has its reasons. But the two stars differ from this notion. Reese addressed their relationship, saying, "I don't have any hard feelings toward her, and she doesn't have any hard feelings toward me. It's just basketball, and it gets crazy sometimes." Reflecting on their long-standing history, Reese shared, "I've been playing against Caitlin since we were probably in 8th or 9th grade. We were both really competitive. I went to Maryland, before transferring to LSU, she went to Iowa, and we competed there, so people don't know the legacy of us being able to play against each other for a really long time." Addressing the perceived rivalry, Clark responded during a post-game press conference on June 21, saying, "I'm pretty sure the only people that view this as a rivalry are all of you, the media. Like, to us, it's just a game of basketball." Although both players deny the existence of a rivalry between them, it wouldn't be inaccurate to call it a manufactured one, as the media has played a significant role in amplifying the narrative. The intense competition, high-profile matchups, and contrasting paths to success have only fueled the perception of a rivalry, even though, for them, it remains simply a competitive sport they have loved all their lives. Caitlin Clark's former Iowa teammate Jada Jayamphi joked she is set to block the Indiana Fever star on social media after her playful comment. Back in 2023, Clark enjoyed a record-breaking spell at Iowa, leading the Hawkeyes to back-to-back national championship appearances while departing college as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. She took the sports world by storm recently, headlining a talented class of 2024 that attracted record audiences and attention to the WNBA. The #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark dominated on the court, finishing as the WNBA Rookie of the Year after posting 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and a league-leading 8.4 assists per game. After the Fever was eliminated in the first round of their first playoff campaign since 2016, Clark is now in her first professional off-season. She is seemingly enjoying her time off, too. Clark is known to poke fun at her teammates and friends on social media, with the guard recently trolling Indiana Pacers all-star Tyrese Halliburton for his toes. On Friday, Clark decided to take aim at former Iowa teammates Hannah Stuelk and Jayamphi after the Hawkeyes pair posted a video of themselves dancing on TikTok. Rather than enjoyably joining in on the action, Clark took to the comments to post, "More film and sleeping. Less TikTok." Jayamphi had posted the TikTok, and she immediately sent a warning to Clark. She responded, "I'm so close to blocking you on socials." The warning was likely in jest to Jayamphi and Stuelk joined Clark playing for Iowa in 2022, which was the WNBA star's third year with the program. The trio played together for 2 years before Clark made the step up to the pros. Clark clearly wants Iowa to continue their hot start to the season. Ranked number 17, the Hawkeyes are currently 8-0 to start the 2024-25 campaign. Stuelk is averaging 14.5 points and 7.1 rebounds per game, while Jayamphi is putting up 2.0 points on shorter minutes. Iowa is next in action on the road against 6-0 Tennessee on Saturday, December 7. Meanwhile, Clark will enjoy the remainder of her offseason before preparing for her sophomore campaign in the WNBA, which tips off in May 2025. Caitlin Clark and Connor McCaffrey are one of the most prominent couples in the basketball world, not only for their individual achievements but also for the impact their families have had on the sport. Clark, the star player for the Indiana Fever and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, continues to impress with her skill on the court. Meanwhile, her boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, has embarked on a new chapter as an assistant coach with the Butler Bulldogs, marking an exciting beginning to his coaching career. The family legacy of Clark and McCaffrey. What's impressive is not only the success of Caitlin and Connor individually, but also the family legacy that accompanies them. McCaffrey comes from a family deeply involved in basketball. His father, Fran McCaffrey, remains the head coach at Iowa, while his brothers continue their careers in college basketball. Patrick, Connor's younger brother, has been key to Butler's strong performance, standing out with 20 points and 7 rebounds in a crucial win over Eastern Illinois. Additionally, Jack, the youngest brother, has already committed to the program for 2025, ensuring that the McCaffrey basketball legacy will continue to grow. Their relationship inspires the new generations. The McCaffrey impact is not limited to men's basketball. Caitlin Clark has been a source of inspiration for young female players around the world, excelling in a competitive league like the WNBA. Her success is not only a reflection of her skill but also of the dedication and passion she brings to the game. The connection between Caitlin and Connor is evident, and both share an incredible passion for basketball, which has allowed them to grow both personally and professionally. Moreover, the McCaffrey family has proven to be a true pillar of support for one another. The McCaffrey brothers continue to grow, whether on the court or in coaching, and now with Connor at Butler, their influence is helping the next generation of players achieve success. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark continues to pave the way for women in the sport, proving that success has no gender. Together, as a couple and as individuals, they continue to show that good things, both personally and professionally, are coming their way. The Golden State Valkyries officially have their roster as they set to make their league debut in 2025. two of Caitlin Clark's former teammates have been added to the new team. The first and arguably the most popular selection in Friday night's expansion draft was Kate Martin, who played with Clark for 4 seasons with the Iowa Hawkeyes. Martin is coming off a rookie season with the Las Vegas Aces, where she earned a key role off the bench at the beginning of 2024. But as other Aces stars got healthy, her minutes decreased. The second was Clark's teammate with the Indiana Fever last season, forward Timmy Fagbinal. The former USC Trojan star only played in 22 games during the regular season after dealing with multiple injuries throughout. But when Fagbinal did play, she was critical to a Fever team that made the WNBA playoffs. Fagbinal, in her first and only season in Indianapolis, averaged 6.4 points, 4.7 rebounds and 0.7 blocks in 18.9 minutes per game. She led the Fever's bench in scoring and minutes during her tenure with Indiana. On Saturday, Fagbinal shared a farewell message to the Fever on Instagram using a highlight clip from the 2024 season in a post. "Thank you for a great season, Indiana Fever," Fagbinal captioned.